Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you 5 different varieties that one of the parenting Guatemala. So we want to do this special is we're going to have comparison the Condor, Kim Red, Santa Barbara Red, Dot Star, and the G2. So let me give you a little review what really about 5 different variety and why I'm doing this. They mostly have one of the parent gene is Guatemala, have a similar taste, but it will become a different cross. Like for example, Santa Barbara Red is collect from the wild, and the Kim Red here is kind of related Guatemala gene too, but it's unknown for years. So I just named it because I got it to fruit from one of my friends, gave it to me, and she had a more than 10 years and barely fruit. So I got it from fruit less than 16 months when she gave me cutting. But I'm not so sure because they have a different taste, more complex flavor, a little bit firmer, and it's a self-fertile. So does Santa Barbara self-fertile, but have a little different taste too. Can be a different sealing. Still Guatemala gene, but can be a different sealing. Can cause the little bit different variation of the taste. And then you have a Condor. It's one another Guatemala, but you can see it a little bit different shape. It's more round, different. And then you have a Dark Star, and this variety have Guatemala gene, one of the parent, but another cross with Honduras. That's another one that's related. And then we have a G2. This G2 is a little bit different than my G2. So some of this fruit is from my friend Brandon. This G2 is a very big fruit, and I have big, but mostly my fruit is more round, like a ball. But his have a little bit round oblong. So I don't know because the fruit is so big and can change in the shape. But what I want to taste today and to see what is the difference in mine. Mine haven't finished growing yet, so I will do that review on mine in G2 later on when the fruit ready, and my Condor too. So so this fruit is G2 Dot Star, and the Condor that's from my friend Brandon. So I want to compare my Condor haven't, finished growing yet. So I want to compare too because it's so many out there. I want to say this same variety, but sometimes it's a different taste. I don't know if that mislabel or it's very hard to tell. So that's the reason why I want to do this video, so we can compare all this variety is a very good tasting fruit, very good, but they have so many different distinct different taste to it, just slightly little different taste to bring it to it. So you want to help me here and show this is a Santa Barbara Red right here. So this one is G2, you guys. This one in the middle here, Condor here. This is a Dark Star. Armando have that one, Santa Barbara Red, and that the Kim Red I just harvest just 10 minutes ago, and all the 3 fruit on my hand we harvest last night at Brandon, and Santa Barbara Red I harvest last week. So but since we do all of it to be compared, so we want to brought it all out to try. So let's get going with Santa Barbara Red first. And all this fruit here, it weighs a pound and 1.25 pounds. When even close, like you can see the G2 is almost 1.5 pounds, and this is 1 pound, over 1.25 pounds. And relatively all this like over a pound here. So you can see this is a pound and this is over a pound, so it gives you an idea. But they can go big though. They can go 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. So let me do this Santa Barbara. So this fruit is a week old. They still look good because I store them in the Tupperware. Look at that. Beautiful color. Beautiful magenta. Okay. So Cody, let me see, Cody. Let me mark it here so we cannot confuse because they have so similar.
So many fruit here.
So we're gonna be so confused because the same blush, and when I cut it open, I'm making sure I wrote it here. So I cut. So we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna cut all the other pore out for you guys to see. So I'm gonna start with a Condor. And you can mark for me. One side I marked already. This one I didn't mark it, so just a CD, just a CD. Look at that. So let's put it this way for you to see. So the Santa Barbara red and a Condor. The color is a basic. The
Beautiful color.
Isn't it?
Similar.
Yeah, similar.
The Condor.
Condor
maybe
is more red looking.
Looks more juicy.
Yeah, a little more
Condor.
juicy, shiny.
And
for some
more red,
reason.
more dense.
Yes, good one.
Okay, more dense.
This one looks
But
a
the
little more
Santa Barbara red
airy.
is more softer texture. It's almost
Like
texture
airy.
like airy. It's juicy. It's
And
almost
this one's Condor
You know
dense.
how it looks like some watermelon
Yes,
texture to it?
Good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's put this Condor here, and then open this way here. And now we're gonna cut. This is Kim Red. Normally they didn't come this dark color because I think based on the weather, if the cooler, the color getting darker, and I don't want it gonna rain gonna come tomorrow. I don't want to get cracked, so I'm just gonna harvest this day and see how it felt. But it looks very good. I like them firm, so you can tell it's fresh when you cut it. See, a little bit bruised because I just brewed them there. So see, the weather can make the inside of them a little bit white here, a little bit. They're not there yet. Look at that, the skin's still a little bit thick, they're not there yet. But I just don't want to be cracked. It's gonna crack because it's been raining, so it'll be cracked. And yeah, I'll smell like watermelon, tropical flavor to me. So this is right down to KR, just like KR. So we don't want to confuse. Now, there's so many to do, so then we could confuse. So we're gonna try the Dark Star. So the Dark Star have watermelon gene, one of the parent gene, but they have Untitled too. So it's the parent gene. And see, they still, look at that. Now, look at the seed from the, see they have Untitled in there. Look at the seed. The seed is smaller. Look at the seed compared to Kim Red. It's a full of watermelon. The seed is more medium size. And then look at this on this one. Have Untitled. So when you have Untitled, like Vietnamese white and white, the seed is smaller. You can see that? You see how the resemblance of that?
Yes.
So and you can tell the texture with Untitled. So that's why it's firmer. It's firmer. You can see close up the texture more dense. So you have Untitled in there.
It's
you
similar.
see that?
Yeah.
The texture is similar in the density as kind of like Condor, and the color is very nice. This one's a little lighter, I think. Maybe they're all very similar.
They're
Very
very
similar.
similar. Okay. So this is Dark Star and with DS here, so I'm not confusing. So let's cut it open, the G2. So, and you know much about all the G series that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, from what I remember, I believe Paul Thompson collected these ones from Guatemala himself. These are the commercial, I think they were known as the commercial varieties of Guatemala, and then he just named G1, G2, and so on.
So this is a G2. You can see the G2. But my G2 is more rounder. Well, I will find out it here because last year I have all my G2 fruit is round and not like oblong like that, more like round oblong like this way. So look closely with all this watermelon beside. You can see the seed are relatively close, the same right now. And only that you see the difference with the Dark Star is it's a little bit smaller, but everything else relatively medium size at the sea, right?
Yep.
And then the T2 here have a little softer texture, like a red texture. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but we look closely here. That's what it says. So let's start getting the brick going here. So let me see what we start with. I'm gonna turn this upside down, because otherwise I'm so confused. It's just so similar to it. So turn this around here so we can know which one to which. So this is a Condor, this is a Condor here, this is something about red. So we're gonna go do like that way, okay?
Yeah.
So then it's easy for you to take a picture. So this Santa Barbara fruit is about a week old, so I don't know what the flavor gonna be as good like the other one are fresh. This harvest. 18.8. So Santa Barbara is 18.8. This is a bit 18.8. It's very good bread. I like the 18. But then it's all about the taste. Brick it didn't mean sometimes it just give a good indicator, but and the next one we're gonna do a king red. Okay. Gonna move this over. I'm gonna do that way, so when I cut it, it's easier. And let's clean this out, and then we're gonna move on to the king red and texture. That's what, and it's different, a little bit different flavor. Very juicy. Very juicy. Wow, it's only 16.8 with Kim red, but you can see the Kim red not even ready. The skin's so thick, but I don't want to crack. But you never know. It's gonna be sometime. Didn't mean anything. Break the same thing, but eating is very important. The tasting.
Just a number.
Yeah. But we'll find out. We move on to the Condor. See, all the skin here are real thin, except the Kim red. The skin so thick, and they even not ready. But I thought, do comparison, might as well just start. You know, to try it to see the taste. But sometimes you like to have a different. I don't want to eat all the sweet all the time. I like to have a little tart. More acidic, and keep the food more better flavor.
Very hard to distinguish between these.
Oh, wow, the Condor. See, they say the Condor very sweet. But we'll see how the taste though. The Condor is 19.3. The Condor is 19.3. So this Condor is from my friend Brandon. I'm looking for my Condor to see how different. I think he got this Condor from different source. And I have the Condor I have that is from Mr. Edgar. My friend gave it to me from Donovan, and Donovan got it from Mr. Edgar. Gave it to him the Condor that one that I growing. Give everything in right order, and sometimes.
Especially when you're doing so much at once and so many varieties.
So many varieties. I'm trying to keep track.
Nice and juicy, all of them.
So Dark Star here.
And right there.
I'm gonna put right here. So now we're gonna give it to you. 19.7. Wow.
Wow, that's really good.
Very good. So what you remember? Condor 19. The Dark Star 19. Kim red is what, 16?
16.
Santa Barbara is 19. So try to remember all that. It's not it's not easy. A lot to remember. Okay. So we got that out of the way over here, so we know what we're doing. So now we have Chi2, the last one.
Other people use these.
Yeah, they look pretty well.
At the Dragon Fruit event, they were using this.
I like my strain better because I can swing around. You can do more.
Oh, that's good too.
This
though.
one only you can do on one, and you have to wash it. But the other one I can go on the side with the. That's the reason why. 17.3. So, but all good brick. Over everything 16 and up,
Yeah.
it's a good brick. And sometimes have a little acidic and bring in the flavor even better. And
And
sometimes
this one's the G2.
this is a G2. And 17.3 is not bad at all. It's good. Okay, so now we're gonna taste all of this. So what you guys want to taste? You want a low risk score and go
Yeah,
high
let's go
up?
low to high.
Yeah.
That would be
Kim
good.
Red's first.
So Kim, yeah. Kim
Okay, let's go do King Red. Just want to thank you for my two friends here, Armando and Cody, and come join with me. And you can tell they're not ready. When it comes 16, they not have the even color of the blush. Okay, you can see that the white part. That means they're not ready. See a little white there? It's not ready. So let's try this.
Very good flavor though.
It's good flavor though.
Tastes sweet, almost like it 17, 18.
The end have a little acidic though.
I like that though.
Sweet acidic. Yeah.
This one right now is tasting very similar to American Beauty to me.
No.
A little sweeter, more
Little
complex
sweet, more
flavor.
complex, and the density is more firmer. With the Thunderbar red more of American Beauty when you're gonna taste it. Even the high brick, they still have that little airy, but this one has more, a little bit firmer. Okay.
Very good flavor.
So
It feels less watery than American Beauty.
yeah,
Yes,
less
okay, yeah,
watery.
that's true,
that's
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 true.
why I liked about it. I like the density of it. So let's try Santa Barbara red. See that cream red? If you wait for a little bit more, it's gonna be so good. Okay, but it's already good already. A lot of people like eat that
That's
flavor.
huge.
Yeah, but I like the firmness of it. So, okay. Tastes like American Beauty. It's sweet, but the
Sim-
texture.
Similar Guatemalan flavor.
Okay, now I'm
Sweet.
understanding what you're saying about the texture. Yep.
The cream red is more firmer, more dense.
This one's more watery.
Yes, more watery. Yeah.
Overall, though, most of the Guatemalan varieties are very pleasant to eat. So I do like Kim's Red a little bit better, but it's still sweet, good, juicy, a little watery, but it's good.
But you know what? All of it relatively, all the Guatemala gene in there, it's all good. It's all good. The flavor there, the sweetness, the tanginess, the have a lot of
A
tropical
little complexity.
complexity, the tropical punch, the fruit punch flavor in that. But each one have more or less.
A little different.
yeah.
You know,
It's
so
about the different levels. In there.
different level of the plane of the tropical fruit punch. That's what I seen on a lot of Guatemala gene to it. So let's move on to the Condor.
Shouldn't Condor be last? Is that the last one?
We did, what did we did? We did
Oh, I think Dark Side is
G2,
too.
and
I think
the
G2
dark.
should be next.
Oh, yeah.
We did G2 too? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought we did G2. So let's do it G2.
'Cause I love Condor.
So, see, it's when you do so much, then I got so confused. Like, okay, you know, we try to. So right here, we got this.
Beautiful texture.
Really
Let me
juicy.
see, the texture a little bit different, huh? A little more grapey texture.
It's a little soft, but similar Guatemalan flavor.
They different though.
It's less tangy, more smooth with the sweetness on this one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's not.
Not as watery as Santa Barbara, but
No.
still watery.
Yeah, but a little firmer.
Mhm.
But it came red, a different texture. Huh? Santa Barbara red, a different. Do you see?
I really like the G2.
And the G2 have a different texture to it too. It I think the
Flavor's
texture
not
more.
bad.
The flavor is good. It have like a red flavor. You know, texture, the red. You have
Grape
to eat the
texture
red
for
and-
sure, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
that red texture.
A lot of grape.
Very soft-ish, but
Yeah,
still
very
firm.
soft. Yeah. So what do we do next here? We did.
But,
We're gonna do a Dark Star or Condor.
I'd say Condor for last.
Let's kind of for last.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so
This one's actually-
there's a Dark Star here.
Even though Dark Star did get really high breaks too. So we'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Dark
Dark
Star's
Star.
always very good too.
The Dark Star have Honduras. So let's see. Am I right? The Dark Star have Honduras
Yep,
in there.
definitely.
Yeah. So it's more firmer.
That's true.
And more
the
dense.
the seeds
You can
are
see,
smaller.
you can see it's the color a little bit lighter. You can see that it have Honduras in there,
Mm.
and the seed is smaller.
It tastes a little different than the other Guatemalans.
Mm.
Still very good, very sweet. I think they all share like a similar type of flavor, just how they express it is a little different, but they're all very good. This is sweet. I love Dark Star. It's a very good one.
This Dark Star is so good.
The textures are a little bit different throughout these fruit too.
Do you know
And
what?
Dark Star has the best texture.
Do you know what the Dark Star make me taste? What in there?
Hmm.
Partial Guatemala king,
Hmm.
and partial it like purple haze. Because that purple haze have that
Purple haze, one of my
grape-
favorites.
grape
Mhm.
flavor, and the texture. And this Dark Star have that combination of both.
Yep.
And that's why it brings so much flavor. That's why a lot of people love Dark Star, because that the flavor, that sweet and complex, and
Tangy.
have the all different with the red texture in there, and have a little mild kick of the tartness, but it's good. Mm.
And now for the
So
Condor.
far we got 4 variety that we taste. Then we take the last one, the Condor.
No.
So, what do you guys like? All of them is good. I love all of them.
They're all
Honestly,
good. I can't.
for me
name
right
one.
now, it's G2. There's something about G2.
I was actually leaning towards G2 for some reason.
Even though the bricks was lower.
But honestly, they were all good. Dark Star was
Yeah, none
good.
of them were
Kim's
bad.
Red was actually really good too. Santa Barbara Red actually surprised me, very good. But I think I'm leaning slightly more towards G2. That was actually very interesting.
I didn't really appreciate too much of the texture of the Santa Barbara as much as these other varieties.
Yeah, the texture of Santa Barbara a little bit airy, a little bit
This is more
soft,
dense.
more dense.
Like, the Dark
because
Star.
you know it's on people reference. Some people
Mm-hmm.
like to have more airy, tropical, tangy. Like Santa Barbara have a little tangy at the end, sweet tangy at the end, and juicy. But then the other one, like Dark Star, I like the flavor because they have more dense and have both with the red texture. Kim Red have firmer. It's similar like American, but way better. Have more complex, but more dense. That's what I liked.
Mm.
Full of flavor. And G2 is good too. It slightly have red flavor, not as much in the Dark Star though. Dark Star have a lot of red flavor, a lot of sweet red flavor.
Yeah, Condor was really good too.
Mhm. I think I really like this
You kind of
Condor. If you really like complex flavors, I think Condor has the
Yes.
most complex out of all the other ones. But if someone doesn't like complex flavors and they like just more watery or sweet, a Dark Star, the G2, or the Santa Barbara Red, like very good. This one definitely has a more complex flavor to it.
Most complex
I
of
like
all the
it.
ones today.
So overall, they all good. Buy this variety, and you can grow all different variety if you want to.
Any of them,
And I
yeah.
don't have American Beauty to compare today, but American Beauty is in same thing. Or the Rick, I have Rick come in,
Ooh, yes.
and the Rick
All of them good.
are good too. So if you want to grow all this, you can. All of them have come up with different flavor. But want to tell you this, like the Condor, Kim Red, Santa Barbara Red, American Beauty, I sell photo. Okay, so make it fair so
That's
you
a
guys
good point.
understand. That's a good point. So you guys can choose that. Now, S9, created by Paul Thompson, they named it Dark Star, and that is cell sterile. And the G2 that Paul Thompson collected is a cell sterile.
I really enjoyed that, but it is difficult when cross-pollinating if you don't have other varieties opening that same day.
Yeah.
Just something to think about when you're picking out a variety.
So yeah, so that's all today that we want to share with you. That 5 different varieties represent one gene in watermelon in there. So just hope you enjoyed this video and hope this video is very helpful to you, so you know selection with which variety you want to grow. But I recommend you can grow all this as long as have watermelon gene in it. It's all worth to grow up. Okay, only one downside is would you want to cross pollinate.
Oh, and the skin too. Sometimes cracks very easily.
Exactly. So the other watermelon gene, the skin is easy to crack. So they don't eat too much sun, or and that is so thin, right?
Yep.
They spread it out, and then if you water too much, then they're gonna be cracked too. So overall, I just hope you like this video. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I would like to thank you to two of my friends, Cody and Armando. We'll see you next video, and thank you for watching.